Hi guys, sorry I ain't uploaded anything for a bit. The build's been on the back burner as I'm back at work. Obviously things are difficult to get hold of at the moment, so I'm waiting for water tanks and gas cylinders to be fitted underneath. So it's no point me rushing it. I'd sooner take my time, research everything and do everything to the best of my ability. So I'm in no rush to get it all built out. I've done a couple of things, so I'll just update you now and let you see what I've done so far. So up the front I've just got this old quilt to keep all the dust out from the cab, keep it a bit more secure so people can't see it. Obviously I've finished the storage compartment now. It's carpeted on the roof, on the base, and I've put a little couple of pieces in either side, carpeted. So obviously when I've put my panel on the front, it'll hide all that. There'll be the opening, and this little bit here, it'll be hidden. I've also foiled the roof. I found the easiest way to do that though, instead of struggling trying to hold it up. I used high temperature trim adhesive, carpet adhesive. So just cut it to length, sprayed a bit on the roof and basically got it in place, sprayed a bit more, spread it all out, and that has held up nicely. I'll say I've also put 25mm of Celotex on the sides. That is actually going to be the bed area. Obviously from here, let's say from about here, it's going to be built out slightly wider for the kitchen area going along this side, and the same over this side. That should give me a bed of approximately 6 foot 4 inches. Obviously I've got to batten it all out and make some sort of frame to go around the windows. So also on the back doors, as you can see down there, they've been all insulated. Obviously they've been sound deadened, soundproofed with closed cell foam, and I've used the recycled plastic, this sort of stuff, recycled plastic insulation. This is a little bit that's dropped out off the roof, only where there was a few little gaps in the between the kingspan, not Celotex, whatever you want to call it. All the brands are all available. I pushed a little bit of that in there just to make sure it was all insulated. I'll say what I'm doing as well is, you've got your 25mm Celotex insulation on the roof, and then I'm actually fitting the battens over the top. I did mark the foil. I'll put some little lap marks so I know where the screw marks are, so when I put the batten up I can just, because obviously these battens aren't solid, they've actually got little holes in the steelwork. So obviously I don't want to miss the solid steel when I'm screwing the wooden battens up. That will give me, I'll say this is 1 inch thick, that'll give me an inch between whatever I choose to fix up to this and the roof. It'll give me an inch air gap, so this will act as a heat reflective barrier as well as being a vapour barrier, because obviously if you actually put the roof in straight up to that, it doesn't act as a reflective barrier. So each to their own, everybody does it different. This is just the way I'm doing it. I say, and then what I'm doing is actually, once I've fitted the batten, as you can see there's one here, there's also one just down there, I'm actually just putting the foil tape over the top of it, just to make sure that the vapour barrier is intact, to be on the safe side. Obviously there's a few joins, a couple of joins in the, as you can see there's one just along there in the foil. I'll say there's trim fix glue, trim adhesive all underneath there, and it's sealed anyway, but I will be putting a strip of aluminium foil tape to just seal the vapour barrier up. So progress has been a bit slow because I'm back at work anyway, but it'll get there slowly. As I said before, I'm in no rush. Oh, also the side door. I've insulated all the side door. I haven't put too much near the locks. I've kept a little bit away from the locks because I don't actually want to get the mechanisms all bunged up. But then what I will do around this part is I'll put Kingspan Celotex insulation around there, make a frame, and then I'll more than likely just ply line the door and carpet it. Say more than likely, I may change my mind yet. I'll say I've got now fixed plans, and as you can see on here, what I've done also is just under there you've got these little nuts. Now they are for the sliding door rail, so I didn't want to put the Kingspan over the top, because if there's any problems with the door rail, if there's any leaks, obviously I'm going to take this off anyway, take the door rail off, and then when I take it off I will seal all around the holes. I'll just put a line of Sikaflex on the outside, just so as any water doesn't run behind it and come in through the screws, to make sure there's a seal. If you do take the nuts off, you will find that it's like a little, it's like a butyl washer on the other side, and when it compresses in, it seals it. I don't know whether it's butyl or whether actually the rubber compound's broke down, but I say there is a little bit of sticky adhesive on the other side when you tighten it up that forms a seal. But I say I'm going to take it off, take all them nuts off along there, pull it away from the wall, put some Sikaflex on, and basically make sure it's watertight, because the last thing I want is water coming in and getting into my insulation. Obviously, I know it doesn't hold moisture, but the last thing I want is water running down on the inside, because if it comes through there on this beam there, that's where my bed's going. So any water goes down there, it's actually it may soak into the mattress, it may soak into the leach down and soak into the wooden batten where I'm going to mount the bed on, causing damp and mould, and that's the last thing I want. So what I'm going to do here is, when I box it all in, I'll leave that gap and I will just put the recycled Doyle plastic bottle insulation, just a strip along there, so if I have got to get it off for any reason to get at the nuts, I ain't got to start cutting Kingspan insulation out. So my next job is to run the trunk in from where I'm going to be putting my batteries, start getting some cables in for the lights, USB sockets, cables down for the battery to battery charger, get the roof rack mounted, solar panels, run the cables down from the solar panels down to the batteries, and then once I've got some of the cables in, I'll batten it out, insulate it, and then finish the vapour barrier, ready for ply lining or cladding. And so I'm not running all the cables behind the insulation, just the main ones that I don't think I'm going to have to move again, just in case I changed my mind on the layout. So some of the wiring will go basically behind the cupboards, like the 12 volt supply for the fan for the composting toilet, and the lighting for the shower, and obviously the lightings for the roof. That'll go behind the plywood. So thanks for watching. If you've got any questions, just drop them in the comments. I'll try and answer them for you. Catch you later, guys. Thanks a lot.